Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna go ahead and be decorating an all pink 18th birthday cake. Follow along. So this is the bottom tier of the cake we're decorating. Right now it just has a crumb coat on it already. And I have here 3 shades of pink that we're gonna be using. So I'm gonna basically give it a coat of each of the colors in different areas. I don't want it to be all like one shade. Get my little offset spatula. And between each of the pinks, I actually have to refrigerate it for a few minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and get my bench scraper and basically just scrape off and into the refrigerator for about 5 minutes. This is the top tier, which is a 7-inch cake that has also already been crumb coated. We're gonna go ahead and do the same thing we did with the previous one. So again, just grab some of the pink and randomly place it. I love these designs because, well, they don't have to be perfect and they look gorgeous. I think it's a trend that's in right now. Let's fast forward this. Again, our bench scraper. And we're just gonna slightly remove any excess. I'm leaving a rough edge at the top because I love the way it looks. I will be painting it with some gold highlighter and you'll see. Okay, so I put my small tier in the refrigerator, exchanged it for the bigger one. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab another shade of pink. Also randomly. Essentially, I guess what we're creating is sort of like a watercolor. I like to run my bench scraper under some hot water. It removes obviously the previous color, but it also smooths it out really nice. So now that we've added our other color, let's just remove the excess. And do you guys see what's happening there? Like, do you guys see the design? So now, back in the fridge, I'm gonna go get the smaller one and we'll just be switching it off so I can add the final pink. So let's take it to the fridge. So I actually decided not to use the other pink because I like these 2 pinks and I like the look already. I think the other one is a little more of a hot pink and I think it would have maybe thrown it off. So I'm gonna use my better judgment and not use the other pink. I like this look. So I always like to choose a front for my cake, like what side I like the best. So I'm gonna say it's this side, right here. So this is the side, and I like to mark it with just like a little mark, or on the board, just like a tiny little stab. And now I'm gonna go ahead and put my dowels on the cake to support the top tier. And these are boba straws. They're pretty thick, they work well. So I put a total of 7 boba straws, as you guys can see. 1 in the middle and 6 around. And then I'm just gonna proceed to cut them right at the edge. So now we're ready to put the top tier. I'm gonna go get that. Okay, so this is my top tier. And again, I kind of like to do the same thing, choose the better, not the better, but just, well, yeah, I guess the better, since the cake one side facing forward. And here's the trick. I just grab it with my hands and I kind of just let it drop on top like that. And then napkin, since you do get frosting on your fingers. And then I'll use like a little spatula or a little knife to center it. Just kind of move it to where it needs to go. And I think it's pretty centered there. I think it's pretty centered there. So we're gonna go ahead with that. So now that I've assembled my cake, I went ahead and got some gold highlighter dust. Use this brand, I'm not sure if you can see it, by Sugar Art. I mix it up with a little bit of vodka to create like a pretty drippy consistency. I'm not gonna drip the cake, but I'm gonna go ahead and paint these edges. Let me get you guys closer so you can see. So now that I have painted all the edge, I'm gonna go ahead and just add a few accents of the gold. You could here use gold leaf, which I do have. I may use a little bit as well. But this also works. It just has to be a thicker consistency in order for you to. to do this. Okay, I'll add the rest in a bit. And now for one of my favorite parts is actually decorating the cake. I'm gonna go ahead and put some fresh flowers. I did have this happy birthday sign. I think it'll look cute there, and I'm just gonna put some flowers behind it. And I do have fresh flowers, and I have, which I need to cut and take. So what you wanna do, and this is to me the easiest way, I just get Scotch tape, and I don't know where my dispenser is, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I put Scotch tape on each flower, just so the stem doesn't, you know, nothing goes in the cake. This is what I do to open them up. Just kind of give them a twirl and start assembling. I love this part. Actually, I think I'm gonna do all my flowers and then I'll start assembling. So now I'm gonna start assembling. I'm actually gonna use an artificial flower that I have that I think would look great. And I sometimes use artificial, sometimes I don't, but majority of the time I use natural, and I'm using fresh flowers here too. But I think this particular one would look good here, right in the middle. And then the other roses, which I've already taped. Just baby ones.